Join us every Sunday for an episode of the Digital Business Forum
at 2 p.m. PST, 3 p.m. MST, 5 p.m. EST, and 10 p.m. GMT.
This forum will feature successful, experienced digital business owners with inspiring information to help you make that informed decision about starting your own digital business. By starting your own online business, you will have more free time to take control of your life, create generational wealth, retire early, and make money from anywhere in the world with just your laptop, phone, and internet. If this resonates with you, don't miss this Sunday. Digital Business Forum. Be informed, be inspired.
All right.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening from wherever you're watching us. My name is David, an advisor on cybersecurity and a digital business entrepreneur. You're welcome to this episode of the Digital Business Forum, where we come every Sunday to inform and inspire you to take advantage of the digital era, do something for yourself, find a new way to earn. Tonight, I'll be hosting with Dorothy, but we do have a guest from New York, all the way from New York, joining us today, Tsering. She'll be introducing herself. You're welcome, Tsering.
Thank you, David, and
Yes.
thank you, Dorothy, for amazing opportunity to be here on your live. So, short introduction. I'm Tsering Dolma. I'm originally from Kathmandu, Nepal, but living here in New York for almost 17 years. So I'm a proud digital owner and mentor, and also I'm a full-time working mother in a hospitality business. So I am here representing Nepal, I should say, to every one of you. So I'm here to, share my journey and the best opportunity.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for that introduction. I would like to bring in Dorothy. Dorothy, can you kindly introduce yourself for those that are watching us for the very first time? You're on mute.
Okay, can you hear me?
Yeah, loud and clear.
Okay, perfect. Hi, everybody. How are you doing? Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you're watching us from. If it is your first time to see me, my name is Dorothy, and originally from Uganda, currently in the United States, a proud digital business coach, a mom. That's a little bit about me. David, back to you.
Thank you, Dorothy. Well, to redeem time, wherever you're watching us, usually we're here by 2 o'clock, and it looks like we've lost some minutes, but nevertheless, we'll try to make good use of the time that's available. Tsering, I believe, you've acquired a lot of experience in the hospitality industry, and I know that to be a regular, 8 to 5 kind of opportunity that you've been engaged in. And a lot of people that come out here to take advantage of digital businesses, they find this, and I'm talking about, entrepreneurship, because here we're not giving out jobs, okay? When we tell you to take advantage of the digital business era, we're telling you to start your own business online. It means you're going to be wearing hats of entrepreneurs, okay? Initially, you do a lot of things, but eventually you can scale and do a great business out of it. But considering that a lot of people are coming from traditional businesses, I'd like us to dig into what this was like for you. Kind of what was this journey for you, entering the digital business environment, and what motivated you to do this?
Oh, thank you so much for the question, David. So I just want to go back, before I got introduced to this amazing platform. So I came to United States as an immigrant, right? So as an immigrant, I have to work a lot of job to make my living, and also like like us, a lot of immigrants, we have our family back home. So our first priority is to, taking care of them, supporting them financially, right? So coming to this new country is, for me itself, was a struggle. But then I was just 19 years old when I came here. So I before, when I was at school, when our teacher used to ask us what you wanted to be when you were grown up, I never say I want to be doctor, or I never say I want to be engineer or nurse. I always say I wanted to be an independent woman. At that time, I don't know actual meaning of that, but at the early age, I have that in my mind that I have to be independent, right? So like I said, long story short, I work like 12 hours as a cashier with a little pay, and then I work in a hotel for 10 years as a room attendant. And being loyal to the same company without moving anywhere, not knowing that what is the future, I was stuck in that job because the pay was good, and I was able to support my family. But when the pandemic hit, I lost my job. I was jobless for 18 months, and I was with my son though. But after having a children, your priority change, your responsibility change. So I was like, now I have to depend on only one income source. That was my husband. And what if something happened to my husband? What if, and what we gonna do? What me and my son we gonna do? Then I was looking for some opportunity that I can take and do my full-time job as well as doing a side hustle. So after a few years, I got this opportunity, and I couldn't say no to this. This was my plan B, and it's soon I'm going to make it my plan A. So that's why I am like, right now, this platform has given me so much. My personal growth, definitely earning is there, but you earn while you are learning. So that's it. Thank you, David.
Oh, wow. Uh, Thank you so much. What a journey, because you said you were in the hospitality for 10 years.
Yes.
Wow. 10 years is a very long time. 10 years is a very long time. And I can imagine how things can change drastically, like they did for so many people during the pandemic when COVID hit. There are a lot of
Yes.
people that you know, got in such a situation where they could hardly support themselves because the way we know how to work changed. A lot of people are working remotely. Recently I've also, here in California, I discovered that and it's one of those things that has been going on. People are talking, our transportation system, we have the BART, and we know a lot of people take the BART for, that's how they commute to work. But it used to be okay, it used to be good, and they were making, I think, some bit of money. But after the pandemic, a lot of people started working from home, and that has affected that transportation mode to the fact that if it threatens it that bad, it might end up getting discontinued. If something is not working, how long can you push? You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So now people such as yourself, I can imagine you are part of that same economy. Maybe you go to work, you drive to work, but now going digital, of course, to your advantage, you're able to earn in the comfort of your home. So it's one of those things that I realized that you could have been affected, but there are other people that are also getting affected because people lose jobs when companies are cutting down on staff. If something is not as profitable, they're going to cut down on cost. And cutting down on cost so the organization look good on paper, it means somebody's losing a job. You know, thank God you found yourself something online. You know, so 18 months out of work due to COVID.
Yes.
That was quite a challenge. That was
Yes.
quite a challenge, you know. That was quite a challenge. So wherever you're watching us from, these are some of the lessons to learn. If there's an opportunity, take advantage of it, because sometimes you don't have, or it, being wise is taking advantage of uh, information such as this, trying to learn from somebody else's experience. If it's within your reach to try out something, or if you hear something that you might take advantage of or that might be of an advantage to you, it's always good to do that due diligence and see whether it's something you can take advantage of. So if you're watching us, we bring these kinds of stories to you so you can learn something. Dorothy, do you have anything you'd like to add on to this before you should?
Yeah, thank you so much, David, and thank you so much, our guests, for that, submission. You talked about COVID. I think most of us, in COVID, if you did not learn something, I don't know what you're still waiting for. Because as a parent, I remember the worst year, it was 2020, around 2020. Because if you were a parent, and this is where daycares are closed, babysitters are skeptical, it's kind of expensive because they're afraid you might come in with COVID to their family members. And I remember that time, I think that's when I had to stop working because I didn't have where to put my little one. And the babysitters, now they were the option for me, but still I had the babysitter where my family, this and this. So I think it was the hardest time for all of us parents. And that's why most of the parents, I think it was a high opener for us, like one day, one time, you need a plan B by all means, right? So our people out there, if you are still, in that situation whereby you don't have a plan B, I was excited when our guest is talking about like this digital business will have plan B. But the main reason, can you imagine, of starting a plan B is to secure her children's future and build lasting legacy. So, and this is where he has been in the industry for over 10 years, but she didn't see that, where she can build the long lasting or like the legacy. And now it's like, oh, whatever I'm saying into this business, all my boxes, they're taking me to the destination. And guess what? Who doesn't want to retire early, right? So thank you so much for that wonderful submission. And back to you, David.
All right. Thanks, Dorothy, for that addition. Is there anything you might want to add on or ask our guests? Please go right ahead.
All right, perfect. Thank you so much. So, anyways, as you say, you've been, you spent like almost 18 months without working, at home. And now this is where you are, boom, from like from let's say from your former job to not even former, you're currently still working, right?
Yes.
You're still active in your regular job, right?
Yes.
Great. I'm sorry, I'm used to former because all my jobs I always put that former thing. So now, how have you been able to identify a good opportunity to jump? Like how were you able to identify that this digital opportunity is a good opportunity for you?
Yeah, sure. Thank you. Thank you for another question. So, like I said, being a parent, it's another responsibility for you. So for me, my biggest why, if I have to share, is definitely my children's future, their education. So I don't want it to be in that situation when my children will pick one, let's say college, and I would tell them, oh, I'm sorry, I cannot afford. That
Right.
is the worst nightmare. That would be my worst nightmare. So even like you work tirelessly, like, even 12 hours a day, you won't be able to save money, especially when you are here in the New York or United States. It's like the living cost is so high, and you have like bills to pay, mortgage to pay, rent to pay, like we have a lot, right? So it feels like I'm working just to pay my bills and saving nothing for my future. And also, like, what about us? We are not meant to work like whole entire life and then just go. No, because I wanted to enjoy my life while I am young, while my husband is young. I wanted to travel the world with my family, and I keep my goals so high that now I need to find something else. Not
Right.
This job will not cover everything. So that's when I discovered this amazing platform. Now my mentor, her ads video. So I'm thankful that I got this amazing platform that I can, like, literally say that our business partners, they have retired within 3 to 5 years. That means this is possible. And also, we building legacy for our children. That is another biggest why for me to start this business. So I'm happy, I'm so proud that I'm here tonight, sharing my journey.
Wow. Wow. Thank you so much for that wonderful submission. That for you, you were, I always thought like most people, when you want to build legacy, you need to think beyond money. And I'm glad that that was, the first thing you thought of it, that I'm not here just to work and then go, but I'm here to enjoy life. Because at the end of the day, you cannot enjoy it if you're just working tirelessly. Before you know it, sometimes your body is demanding for retiring before your retirement age. That is insane, right? So thank you so much. And David, do you want to add something on that?
Yeah, well, um, everybody finds opportunity or this kind of opportunities in so many different ways. Some will watch an ad, others have friends and family that will try to push them or pull them into it. So different ways of identifying. And for you, it came in at such a time and in such a style that it was also at such an opportune time that you had run out of work. I mean, it was the pandemic, so it probably was an easy decision for you. You know what I mean? There are people that have found opportunities that have ended up being scams.
Mhm.
Um, and again, it goes back to the question: how are you able to identify that this is the right one? Because some of these scams or some of these businesses that have failed, people have been introduced by people they know, and when they tell you of an opportunity, sometimes you don't know what kind of you know what the chances what the chances of you succeeding or not are. So it can be quite a challenge. But again, looking at the fact that you were coming from a traditional business, you are working at a regular job, and this is digital, okay? We know a lot of people that do digital businesses kind of have an element of, being tech savvy. They know a thing or two of how to go about technologies, or they have somebody in their bag that they can call on when they have these kinds of challenges. So, were there any moments when you felt like giving up? And if so, what motivated you to keep going?
So thank you, David. I would like to answer the first. How did I trust this business, right? So yeah, you are right. So we are all like skeptical when we see anything online. We don't just jump to it. So same thing with me when I got this my mentor ad on my social media feed. What I do is, I went to her profile and see everything and her mutual friends, because we have control over it, right? Whether you want to believe it or not, just you have to do your due diligence. So, and the other thing was, when we have this free workshop, that free webinar that we have every Tuesday and every Thursday, that was the reason I am here tonight. I watched our free workshop that, like, I would like to again say the time. It's every Tuesday and every Thursday, 8 p.m. Eastern time. We have free workshop where we share the live testimony, our business model. And, over there, I saw myself in the panelist. Those who were sharing their story, I could relate with them so much. And that right that moment, I unlocked my pre-coaching video, paying the deposit $149. So after that, after the pre-coaching video was unlocked, I know everything about this business, and I did my due diligence, like I said. And I booked my coaching call, and I started my business right away. So that's why, like, it should come from inner yourself, like, your guts. When your gut says yes, you can do it, let's do it, you have to do it. Because, sometimes we are so skeptical that we missed on so much opportunities.
Right.
And I'm thankful that my skeptical skeptical was not overpowering me, that, I went out, I did my due diligence, and right now I'm here on your interview and sharing my journey. So,
Right.
we are real people with real result, you can see on our pages. And I want to share a little bit, right? Before I started this journey, I didn't have Facebook. I was the person, maybe in few people, that does not have Facebook. I was using only Instagram. And now that I am so much in love with Facebook, I do my business through this Facebook. So imagine, we spend hours and hours scrolling other people content, liking, and we don't realize we waste so much time, right?
Right.
Coming to this business as a digital business owner, I am spending the same time, I am utilizing the same social media and earning income. So imagine how beautiful this is, right? So I get to know a lot of people through this business. And now sometimes I feel like I'm a celebrity because everyone knows me.
Right.
So that's why this is amazing. And yes, being skeptical is normal response to human being, but you have to do your due diligence. And yeah, that's what I wanted to share.
Okay. Well, thank you so much for sharing. Dorothy, you want to add on? You want to ask or add on something?
Yeah, actually, thank you so much for sharing. I love that, you wasn't a social media person, but then the world, that's where it's taking us, right? So we actually all know that BlackBerry was the fastest smartphone in the world. But as we speak today, nobody knows that it's existing, right? And when you go dig deep, you're going to realize that they did not adopt the digital technologies and online platforms. When you look at Kodak, for those who know Kodak, it is really a company whereby it has been there for almost even 100 years. But still, because they did not adopt the social media and digital technologies, yeah, they're nowhere to be seen. And we are glad that an individual, you're a person, you can, think beyond that, and you're like, okay, well and good, I need to utilize this, I need to leverage on it. Because a lot of people, even all the people we know who, wealth people, when you look at Amazon, look at the McDonald's, look at Coca-Cola, all of those big brands, you end up when they are leveraging on digital technologies for them to make sales. So at the end of the day, if you're not leveraging on any of digital technologies, it's high time to, pick one. Thank you so much for that and sharing that beautiful journey. So let me understand on, have you ever encountered any technical challenges or obstacles into the digital business world? And how did you get to overcome, if at all, reaching those challenges, and what were those challenges? Because most people, they are afraid of starting digital businesses because they think, oh, I'm going to be on social media every time, or I can't do, guys, what you're doing, or I'm not a social media person. Oh, I'm not, I don't need to be, on media. But then at the same time, these are the same people scrolling on media almost all day, right? So let me know if you have any technical challenges you face as a digital business owner.
So thank you, Dorothy, for another question. So I myself, I'm not a tech savvy person, or I'm like not an IT professional, right? But still, I'm running my business successfully, utilizing the same system, same opportunity. And what I wanted to say is, like, we have this video based training that step by step, that help you, that guide you to to run your business, to excel in your business. So even though you get stuck in between your training, you have one-on-one mentor and your other business partner that you can ask for help, or they can guide you through. So to be honest, for me, during my journey, I do not have any kind of this technical issue, but I'm thankful that we have this world-class training, I should say, right? Such a beautiful training, that step by step, that helps not only like me, but also those who have like very little knowledge about technology, or who can only use the phone, the smartphone. They can also, like, have this training and then excel in the business. So for me, it was not a big challenge regarding that. To be honest, I learned so much by coming to this business, being a digital owner. Like I mentioned before, I not only earn, but I am learning every single day. I didn't know what is Canva before starting this business. I didn't know what is StreamYard, So this helps. The training really helps. And like I said, we have a different professional on this business journey, right? We have IT professional here, some corporate people here, some healthcare worker, or let's say like normal working people. And they can run equally running this business like successfully. So I feel like, because of this training, I never had the challenge.
Wow. Wow. That's wonderful. So it goes to our, viewers out there. A lot of you, you think for you to start a digital business, you have to be with experience, Now you can see the reason why actually we bring these guests most of the times, the successful people in our community. It's because everybody, they have their own different journey. As you know, today's guest is telling you that, oh, I didn't face any challenge. Why? Because she was an open-minded person, whereby she's ready to learn, right? And take action and, put in action whatever she's learning. So basically, I loved that if you want to start a business with us, just know that you're willing to learn. It means you don't have to be with any experience as long as you are willing to learn. Actually, to take you back a little bit, you mentioned the free webinar. What advice or what can you tell somebody out there whereby they want to get information about the digital business, what you're doing, but at the same time, they don't even want to sign in to their to the website to access the free webinar, but they want the information. What advice or what can you, tell that person? What can you say about that? Because for you didn't know this person, right? Your mentor, and you're provided the information, and you're like, I need information. So person who is skeptical, what advice can you give them, or what can you say about it?
So, like, I wanted to give an example, if there is like a reward in a mall, your supermarket, if you add your email and you got the reward, you just do it right away, you don't even think twice. I want $10 off, $5 off. so you don't really care about your email address. But when it times for you to learn for the business, for your family, for your future, right? So if anyone is so skeptical that you are not, you don't feel safe to put your email address, or to attend that free workshop that we are providing, then you will be there forever, because you're not gonna go anywhere unless you take a step or you take an action. So if you really have a hunger to do something for yourself, for your family, then they will do it. So even though watching that webinar doesn't mean you have to do the business. It's we are giving you the opportunity, right? So it is our responsibility to give you the facts, to give you the opportunity, the platform. Now it's your responsibility to see if this business is really for you or not. Because if you don't take action, or if you don't even like check on the workshop that we are providing, then you won't go anywhere. You'll be it's like we have this analogy. It's like a story. There is a pond and there is a frog, and this frog doesn't go out of the pond, and this frog doesn't know what's outside of the pond. So you'll be the frog in the pond.
Wow. Wow, that's quite very wonderful. That's beautiful. So our people out there, at least now your answer, it was clear. I'm not gonna dilute anything on that unless David, you wanna say something.
Wow. Thank you. Thank you. Wow. Tsering, thank you so much for that new analogy. The frog in the pond.
Applause.
Something to think about. Yeah. Yeah. Because the frog knows its world to be the pond where it is. And for as long as it lives, if it never leaves the pond to look for other ponds like it can, it will die knowing life for the limitations that pond presents. The question to piggyback or to circle back to what we were discussing earlier, the question here of whether you encountered any challenges at all, I think it's in how hungry were you for a change? Because there will always be challenges, okay, in what we do. We ask that question. It's not a trick question, but it's one of those questions that we have so many different answers to. The people that watch us might come to the conclusion that sometimes we ask a question that is similar to what we asked a previous guest, but the answers are always different. The answers are always different because every situation, every individual that comes here has had a different path. But I think for your approach, I saw that this all was centered in how hungry you were for change. Remember what brought you here. You were working, and for 18 months you were out of work, and it had nothing to do with you. It had nothing to do with work, but it was a pandemic. Okay, so you grew a hunger because you had responsibilities to take care of. You had that hunger, and that built into a new mindset. So you came out here not to fail, but to look for all possible opportunities to make it work. The mindset, you know what I mean? And with that kind of a mindset, you took advantage of what was available for you. The community, the business community, over 200,000 people. You can bounce off an idea or a challenge and they help you. Above all, there was training. But besides the training, there was coaching and mentorship. So in a way, if you have that kind of winning mindset, it's hard to see a challenge because there's always a resource to consult. There's a coach, there's a mentor, you have a training, but above all, you have a community. You have thousands of people you could just throw a question and expect some kind of response from people that have been there before. So chances are they are going to give you 85% a solution that's going to work for you, regardless on whether they are random people or they're people that you have met or So I think what I read from your response, if you say, well, I didn't meet any challenges, and yet considering you are into a new environment, new business, is because you took very good advantage of the resources that were, provided, or that came with the opportunity, So that takes away the entire worry on, whether you're facing challenges and how you're navigating. So thank you for that elaborate response, and for that analogy of the frog and the pond, to add on to what Dorothy was asking. Yeah, I think we should just try to be open-minded and do due diligence, because obviously I believe even if you're a frog and you're in a pond, you see other frogs leave the pond. It's just the nature of life. Some frogs die and never come back to the pond. Others come back, but there will be others that will never come back to that pond. So where are they? What happens when they leave the pond? They probably find a bigger pond, or they end up in something much, providing a greater opportunity. And that's why we should always be looking out to do better, or for better opportunity. I don't know. I would like to go ahead and ask you one last question, but I don't know, Dorothy, do you have anything to comment or add on?
No, I'm good.
You're good?
No, I'm good. Yeah.
Okay. So, can you share any valuable lessons or insights you've gained from your experience as an online business owner? Obviously your journey has presented all sorts of, things, opportunities. Life throws you stones. What you make of those is up to you. Either build a bridge or grab the stones and throw them further. So it's all up to you. So we are saying, as you are doing what you do, is there anything you'd like to leave our viewers with, some kind of insight into that, from the experience you've gained? Thank you.
Sure. Thank you. Thank you, David. So, like you said earlier, right, we have our global community. So before coming to the live, I just shared my link and the, poster for tonight's live. And you see the global community, how they coming and supporting you. They are like from everywhere. There's from watching from New York, watching from some, they are from Michigan, some are from, there's like, we have global community. And I am always amazed, like, how lucky are we to have this second family. We do have our family at home, but as a digital owner, we have another family that we are able to build, with trust. And what I want to close this live with is to everyone, like I recently, found this very interesting, and I love it, because we can get motivated, right? But discipline is the most important thing that will help you succeed. Like me, I struggle a lot with the time management when I started this digital business, because I was a full-time working mother. I have two growing children. My baby was just 3 months old when I started this digital business, and I didn't know where to start. I did start the business, but I didn't know how to start my training. And I literally, I feed my baby and go through the training, because you need to maintain that discipline. If you have to do the thing, you have to do the right thing, you have to maintain that, be consistent on that. And also, to people who is just fancy or watching, you can see us grow in this social media, if you follow us, if you are looking, oh, how this person gonna do, let's see if she's gonna succeed or she's gonna fail, you'll be there watching forever. But if you want to grow, if you know you have potential, then we are here to guide you, support you. Like I said, we have this global community, we have mentor and coach that will support you for any obstacles. So that's why I wanted to say, like, those like-minded people, don't just wait for the opportunity, you have to grab it before the time is late, right? And that's it. Thank you so much, Dorothy and David.
All right. Thank you so much, Tsering. On that same note, I'd like to bring you back to throw more light on a very common aspect of, of the challenges that mothers, especially, those that have newborns. You mentioned by the time you started your digital business, you had a 3-year-old baby. I know so many mothers, especially in the US, that struggle with that element. How were you able to create time? Because I know how challenging it can be. You need a bit of time to rest because the babies don't have the same sleeping hours as we adults have. We are active during day and we go to bed in the night. Or for those that are doing for those that do the PM and night shifts, you are asleep, or you try to rest and sleep during the day so you can work in the night. You know what I mean? So that can pose a bit of a challenge. So what was this like for you? Is this during the time, did that catch you during the time when you were out of work totally, or even when you went back to work, you had to juggle? And how were you able to create that time between, obviously, the very erratic sleeping hours and whatever comes with parenting, with those very young ones, and then doing a digital business that is requiring your time?
Thank you, David. Thank you for the question. So, yes, I would say it was very challenging. Like I said, it took me a while to get into the discipline, to manage my time. Because when I started my digital journey, my baby was just 3 months old, and even I was healing. My body was healing. And then, what was in my mind was like, you have a choice, right? So either you wanted to sit, watch Netflix for 1 hour, or while baby is sleeping, or you just go into the training and get things done. So you unlock another training, right? So you can move on with your business. So I made, like I said, everyone, we have a choice and we have that power to make the choice, right? So that's what I did. I was in my maternity leave at that time, so all day I'll be with my baby and I have to follow my baby's schedule, not mine.
Right.
Whenever my baby is sleeping, that means it's time for me to go on my training. That's how I was, like, juggling that time. And after 5 months I went back to work. So what I do is I usually utilize the time that I have. Let's say my commute time, I have half an hour or 40 minutes commute time. I spend it on my to-do list, what needs to be done within my time. So if I need to post something, if I need to answer all the inquiries that I get. So many things I was able to do on my commute time back and forth. And also after I put my baby, like for me, if I need to focus on my children, I put my phone away, I put all my device away and I focus on them. And after I give them, like, all the dinner and then put them on bed, everything done, when they are asleep, then it's me time. That means my business time. So that's how I've been doing, and I am still working on myself, right, on this. So getting better every day.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. So from what you just um, shared, I see that you were creating these pockets of time whenever the kid would be resting for you to go and do what you got to do. Do your
Mhm.
training or do all these things that you got to do for the business. But at the same time, you are also, um, even when I mean, it's work in progress, but you
Mhm.
kind of worked away of putting away the distractions, things that would distract you, the phones, so that you could focus. When you focus
Mhm.
on the child, get the child out of the way with no, you know, disruptions. You're able to do it and do it, uh, you know, well, so you can get the baby out of the way, and then focus on putting in some 30 minutes an hour into the business so that
Mhm.
you're covering mileage um, day at a time. This is what I'm hearing you say, you
Yes.
know. And when you say that it's work in progress, it means it's continuous um, progress. You can still adjust and make better as you go along because the child is growing as well and the
Mhm.
patterns keep changing. So it's
Yeah.
not some magic bullet that
Mhm.
the way you did it when the child was 3 months is the same way you're going to do it when the child is 8 months, because 8 months child, comes with a different schedule altogether. But pretty
Mhm.
much you're following their schedule to get it done. Thank you for sharing that bit of information because I know that helps out to, you know, um, mothers out there that are doing or are trying to do these kinds of businesses, but they still
Mhm.
have to take care of family. Thank you, Dorothy. Anything?
Yes, please. Yeah, I think the best thing to take there is choice. And when it comes to choice, it is a combination of three. With values, courage, and clarity. So you need to understand exactly, get be clear on what you really want. At the end of the day, you will end up when you have the best choice because you need to focus on the outcomes, right? Are they truly desired? Is that we desire at the end of the day? And I think it's the biggest purpose behind that choice. So if you get it, trust me, and you get it, congratulations for you. Some people it's hard to discover that at the end of the day because you keep on instead of taking action, and that's when you're going to realize that action creates like clarity than overthinking, because that one it's just gonna be there like stagnant water because you're just overthinking, but you're not taking that action to go out of the specific situation you're going through. So thank you so much for sharing that. And
Yeah.
for people out there, actually, if you've just joined us and you missed it, better watch the replay. Let me just give you a niche what you have actually missed. This is a mother, right? And originally from Nepal, now living in the US, New York, with her loving husband and two beautiful kids, like children, sorry. And then she is a successful digital business owner, a certified mentor, and a full-time hospitality profession. Today, she started her business as a side hustle. It was a plan B, remember, but the reason is to secure her children's future and build a lasting legacy. Now, the question is back to you, a person who is seeing us out there. What are you building? Is it are you building the lasting legacy, or you're building just an active income without you, everything is gone? That's a question. Let me see it in the comment section if you're watching us. And then today, she said business, like today, her business, it is becoming her ticket to retire early and financial freedom. So we're proud of you, my sister. Congratulations on that to take that action. And thank you so much for sharing the beautiful journey of yours a lot of people in the comment section, I can see them. They're giving you hands up there.
Yeah.
So back to you, David.
Thank you, Dorothy. I think with that, we're coming to the end of the show. I would like to thank our guest for coming through and sharing her wonderful journey with us and with the people out there, our audience that keep showing up for these shows. Thank you so much, Tsering. We hope to have you again sometime in the future, to share more progress with what you're doing. I believe this is going to impact somebody out there. Yeah. Dorothy, I see we have a lot of people in the comment section. Do you want to go through some of these comments, read them out?
It's fine, you can go through them, David.
Yeah. Pardon?
It's fine, you can go through them.
Okay.
If you don't
So,
mind.
yeah. So pretty much with that, I see a lot of people. Oof, there's so many. I'm just going to read a
Yeah, I
couple.
don't think we can just go through some of them. I don't think we're gonna go all of them.
Okay, we do have
David.
yeah.
Okay, sorry to interrupt.
Yes.
Okay, so this Anu Gurung, she's my mentor, watching all the
Right.
way from California.
Oh, this one is in
Wow.
California.
Yes.
Oh, that
That
is
is
nice.
in California.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay,
That's
you're
so
doing so
nice.
great. You're inspiring to all the moms out there, showing that a mother can be a successful entrepreneur too. Thank you for sharing your experience on this amazing platform. So proud of you. Wow. There you are. You have some people that are really proud of you. It looks like you've done a great job there, you know. Yeah, so we do have Indra. Is that Riley?
Yes, Indra
Uh,
really Gale. Yeah.
Indra, really? Indra.
Mm-hmm.
I've not come across very many people with this name, but this name reminds me of who was that? The Indian premier, Indira Gandhi.
Oh,
You ever
yes.
heard of her? That was
Indira,
assassinated.
Indira Gandhi. Yeah. The
Gandhi.
story is real different though.
Oh yeah, the other one
Yeah.
is so different. But I
Mhm.
mean yeah. So that reminded me of her when I was growing up. I remember seeing it was yeah, a very big story. I think she was assassinated or something. But I
Yes.
remember Indra. Oh, okay. So yeah, I see. Hi, I'm watching live from California. This one is also from California. So when you say global and all over the place, I see you have people, that watching and connecting. We have Deepa Rai. Hello, everyone watching from New Jersey. Okay. Going in no particular order because there's so many. Is that Ganga or Ganja?
Ganga.
Hello, Ganga.
Ganga.
Yes, Ganga. Hello, I'm watching live from Michigan. It gets cold out there. I hope it hasn't become that cold, but we're nearing the end of the year. I've been to Michigan before. It can really get cold. I hope you're doing well. So yeah, Manoj, hello. Tsering G, watching live from New York. That's your neighbor somewhere in New York.
Yes.
Okay, and then we have one last one, Susmita. Hello, names. Watching live stream from Virginia. All right. All right. And with that, I would like to say thank you for having joined us today. For those that are going to watch the replay, we hope you enjoy it. At the same time, if you'd like more information about business, look in the description on that video. There will be a link for you. Click on the link. It will unlock a video for you to watch 20 minutes or so of information about the business so you get to understand. And if this is something that you're cut out to do, then you found an opportunity of a lifetime to do something different. With that, I would like to say, have a wonderful week and see you next time. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Thank you. Bye.
Join us every Sunday for an episode of the Digital Business Forum
at 2 p.m. PST, 3 p.m. MST, 5 p.m. EST, and 10 p.m. GMT.
This forum will feature successful, experienced digital business owners with inspiring information to help you make that informed decision about starting your own digital business. By starting your own online business, you will have more free time to take control of your life, create generational wealth, retire early, and make money from anywhere in the world with just your laptop, phone, and internet. If this resonates with you, don't miss this Sunday.